All right. Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brian the Grizzly. What is up?
Hey, how's it going? Yes. Oh
So,
man, this is gonna be good. I mean, was it
mhm.
the dark place? So that's we talking about episode 2.
Is that what
Mayfair
it was called?
Witches. Yeah.
The Dark Voice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. It was okay episode, but the ending was the best. The
Oh,
ending
definitely.
is what I'm super excited for.
You saw it coming. It was like coming towards you. You're like,
Did you? I did not see it coming.
Oh
Like
no, I
the way
did.
episode 2, 3, the way
There's
it
no
ended.
way. Yeah, I was like, okay, here I see this coming. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna let them meet. There's no way they're gonna let them meet. Oh, wait a minute. They're getting closer. They get closer. And I was like, oh no, what the hell's about to happen? And then the door opens and she's smiling. And she's like, Mom. And then, like, literally, the only thing that could have been worse is her body just slides off to the side.
Just the head face.
Just the only thing that could have been worse than seeing it. That
Oh
reminded me
man.
of Smile. That's what I was looking like.
Ah.
Oh my God. That's why.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess full on spoilers because the rest of this episode was okay. It was a lot of setup. Nothing major, two-ish major happened. What's her name? Deidre wind up waking up. You know, she saw Lasher, and Lasher kind of helped her wake up. I have a question though. The Dr. Lamb, which is also kind of funny because just like Lamb is a sacrificial kind of creature, and I'm like, okay, I saw what they did there. But does Dr. Lamb do what he did because he thought this poor woman needed help, or because he knew who she was and stuff like that? You know, like was he in on it, or was he just trying to be a nice person?
I believe we're going to see towards, in more episodes that we're going to see that there's not just their world, because we're in episode 2 of their world, but their world is still within the world of that we're living in also. So there are going to be people looking out from the outside, seeing what's going on there, wanting to get more answers. And I believe he's someone who's on the outside knew the rumors, because everyone knows the rumors of what's going on with these supposed witches. He's on the outside looking at it like, maybe I can do something to affect it. Maybe there's something going on. I need to find out what she's about. And I'm going to not give her the drug to give her to wake up. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah. But yeah, so she finally woke up, and then her and Lasher, I think so in the beginning, what the hell was that about? Because in the beginning it cuts to what year was it? Like 16 something?
Yeah.
I forgot what year it was. It was like a long time ago. It was two women picking
the
flowers.
beginning of the line. The beginning of the Mayfair line.
The Mayfair line?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a lot of sex in this show, man.
Randomly. Just randomly.
I did not expect that. Like because you see a guy in the background. I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? He's gonna and then she like the older lady sends away the younger woman that she's kind of training about like different flowers and stuff like that. And then it cuts to her like, doing the sexual act with him. She didn't look happy about it either. And then it just like cut to crows flying, and then it just went away. I was like, oh, I'm sitting there like, what? What was that?
What does that have to do at all with these two girls coming back from picking the flowers? They're like,
oh man, yeah. Okay. So yeah, and then it gets into like the story with Deidre and stuff like that. Deidre and Rowan.
I think it has to do with. Was it Emma Rose and Suzanne? I believe this is going to be about the line and how, and we'll see in more episodes why this line is so special and why what's his name has so much power over them.
Lasher.
Why is he connected to for this Mayfair line?
Yeah.
Specifically, the great grandmother, the grandmother, the mother, and then what's called Rowan's mother too. So.
Yeah, biological mother.
Biological mother. Yeah.
Man. But I'm kind of confused on Lasher. Like, is he the devil? Is he a demon? Is he just a powerful witch himself?
Warlock. Is he
a
a warlock?
warrior. I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna what he is, because he has a lot of power. Obviously, a lot of power.
And I feel like he's connected to each of one of the witches, so that's why the necklace of talisman, whatever, it's connecting them to the specific witch. But it's not like that's the only one that sees him, because like
Mhm.
the uncle knows about him, Carlotta knows about him, like they all know about Lasher and how
Yeah,
powerful he is, but they're not telling us what he is. So that's what's interesting too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, one thing I have no idea how the story plays out
Yeah,
or
me either.
anything like that. Interview with the Vampire, at least, that made a movie already, so you kind of know. This, I have no idea. So I'm just completely going along with the story. I don't know where it's going to lead to.
Mhm.
Which for me is a good thing. I like being like surprised like that, But yeah, man, I mean, Lasher is really an interesting character, like who he is, what he is, stuff like that.
I
This
mean,
other
Al Sip, the guy
the
who's
guy,
supposed to watch after Rowan.
yeah.
That's an interesting character because we don't know how that's going to work. That dynamic is going to be interesting too. So
Mhm.
I just there's
But
so many
even
characters not knowing what the hell they're going to do.
the people I guess he works for,
Mm-hmm.
of like, so they know about like powers in the world, of
Mm-hmm.
like whether it be witches or whatever else,
I
like
think
supernatural powers.
there's a society talking just about supernatural powers. That's it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you remember see him talking to like, should I tell her
yeah.
who we are, what's going on? And I think that's going to be something that he's going to be fighting with in future episodes. You don't know if is he going to tell her? What does he decide to do? But how's he even get in touch with her? Because it seems like he was traveling trying to get there. He was like, "I'll meet you in the lobby at the hotel," and he never gets there. Or what happens with when he gets there? What
Yeah.
happens?
I bet when that door, because they show you like in the next episode, the door opens, and I bet when the door opens, he's gonna be right there and seeing it. He's gonna be like, oh damn, it was a
I
little too
don't think
late.
he can be there. I don't think he can be there because he's supposed to be on the outside, and he's supposed to affect it, but not affect it directly. Like he could have came and got her. He doesn't know where she is. He doesn't know what floor or wherever because he's just getting there. He's
Yeah,
driving. He's just getting there because remember he touched her. That affected him some crazy kind of way. I think and
through
that's
the
just a
glove though.
reflex. That was just a reflex. He threw the glove.
Through the glove, I think, which shows her power,
Mm-hmm.
like can amplify other people's powers. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I took from it. I was like, oh, like he has a power. He touched her because he thought he didn't think it was going to happen, but she amplified his powers. That even through gloves, he
I
still
think
was
her
able to do it.
power is so strong. It's the
Yeah,
strongest power because he touches anything he touches, he sees the entire depth of what's going on. He can see
like a
everything
past
around it.
yeah,
He can see everything that's happened in the past, future, present, future. He can see all the past and present, whatever. He sees
yeah,
all the stuff as he touches it, which is I think he said in the second episode that it's loud, so that's why he wears a glove. That's how he said he told her that that's how I keep the noise out by keeping
yeah,
the gloves on. But she is such a power that he can't just keep her out.
yeah. It's too loud, no matter what kind of
Yep. Yeah. So
reference.
that's gonna be something else.
Yeah, yeah. I like it. I like it so far. Trying to think of who else was like a big role in it. But yeah, when she woke up and she went back to her uncle's and she got the I was like, man, for somebody who's been like kind of in a wheelchair for years, you
She
just got
sure
right
just
up
got
and
up.
like
She was
you're
like,
able to fit in like skinny, like well fit, like super tight dresses and stuff. I was like, damn.
dude, it's so funny. It's like Kill Bill. Like, she had to teach herself how to move one toe.
Yeah.
You Deidre was able to just get up, stumble a little bit, and then she was like, all right, but don't worry
I'm
about it.
good.
It's magic, guys. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
exactly.
It's very Star Warsy. It's like, oh, don't
Yeah.
worry, it's the Force. That's how she even
Yeah.
walk.
It's the witch power.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely, but man, that ending though, when when
Yeah.
when that because the whole rest of the episode is kind of like I mean, you kind of feel sorry for Rowan. She kills these crows with her power unknowingly. So I get like she's freaking out and she wants answers and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of setup. It wasn't a filler episode, but it was just like a setup episode, which could be a little boring. But I'm glad they got it in, at least in the second episode, because the way it ended with her seeing her mom, like the doors open. At first, you know what I did think? I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another time thing. Like, oh, they weren't on the same time. You know, like in the first episode, everything going on with her and everything going on with her were two separate timelines. And that's why I thought it was gonna be like it was gonna open and either Lasher or somebody was gonna be there, and then you're gonna find out like, oh, they were years apart.
It could have been
Sip. You know, it could have been Sip. Yeah. You know, so I was like, it was gonna be they were years off. You know, some kind of thing. That's what I thought was gonna happen. But she opens the door, she sees her, and she smiles. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, she's gonna teach her all these things, and like, I feel like Lasher is gonna be like scared, like, oh, we're gonna have two powerful witches and blah blah blah.
Oh, Lasher would love that because she would have brought her into the family coven, which is about all them fall in love with Lasher and sharing Lasher down the line, which is nasty. But it's whatever. Just
that plane thing. Wow, God. I was watching. Me and Erica were watching, and she goes, "Oh, there's some things you don't want to share with your parents." So I was like, "Oh, that was nasty, man." Because that was very awkward, man. That was weird. It was weird. You know,
I told you it reminded me of that episode of Star Trek. And one line just shares that same guy. And he's connected to them through a candle. He's connected through that talisman.
The candle.
And he's connected through that talisman. And I feel like as long as the talisman it's probably unbreakable, you probably can't do anything. But whoever wears it is connected to him, and he's like can't get out of that.
Yeah. I don't know. That plane thing was.
Here's the question, really: who did it?
Lasher. It was Lasher. I think so because.
How?
Oh, I don't know how.
I'm not sure it's Lasher.
I think so because I think Lasher. I mean, it couldn't be, but how I think is like he's like okay, I need the next one now. Like you're done. I used you. You're okay. Well, I'm done with you, but now I'm on to the next younger, stronger version.
No, I definitely agree. I definitely I understand how that would be possible, but Lasher almost had her. And the only thing is like, so you I feel like you needed Deidre to bring Rowan into him. You needed Deidre to do that. And then once Deidre did that, then he could kill her. Why kill her before they get the introduction? Before he brings Rowan to the house. He could kill her at night.
Maybe
once she's in the house, kill her at night, and then just Rowan puts the necklace on. You already got her.
Maybe.
I would go this long route. I don't know, and because I keep on thinking, what is Cortland's role in this? Because he doesn't have powers, but he seems to be very manipulative, and he's the reason like she got pregnant. He seems to know Lasher. What is Cortland's role in all this stuff?
Yeah. I wonder if he does have powers though. They haven't said it, but
it doesn't seem like
doesn't seem like it.
Carlotta doesn't like she has powers either. She's just known around throughout the whole city, and it seems like Cortland just has money, and he's known everywhere. He throws these lavish parties and all this stuff, and he's just high ranking. He has power. He doesn't have powers, but he has power.
Yeah, like social power.
And maybe he's doing things like that, and maybe that was Cortland's trying to protect Rowan.
Ooh.
It's just so many unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And
I still think it's Lasher because I don't think he wants them to know each other or talk to each other, because now she has no idea about Lasher, but if she grabs the necklace and stuff like that, he can easily manipulate her, because I think he got pissed when they were kind of sharing the vision together.
And he was about to touch her?
And she's like, no. And she like gets up like, and he's like, okay. Like he no, he can't do it at that time. So it's like, oh, you can tell me no? Okay, well, I'm gonna chop your head off.
And I mean that's a good point because we start. That's when you see Deidre and how powerful of a witch she really could be.
Yeah,
She's that powerful, and that scares him.
She was able to stop Lasher.
But Lasher is not like a being, so he can't go around killing people. He can break glasses and he can break an elevator, but he can't plummet to it. He's not going to take a knife. He can't take a knife and kill her.
He made her do it.
She's powerful enough. Obviously, she stopped him in that world. So I don't.
But it's like a clean cut because like in the preview,
it seems like an assassin. It seems like an assassin.
Yeah. Because in the preview of episode 3, which I know you already watched, I haven't watched it yet, but the preview was like she was trying to keep the head on the neck. Yeah, no, because it saw from the side view. You gotta.
I can't tell you. I know that part. Yeah, I can't tell you about that, but yeah, you'll see it. Episode 3 goes a lot faster.
Okay,
really fast.
Yeah. I mean, because the whole time, the whole episode 2, I was like, all right, it's set up. She's Rowan's kind of confused and trying to figure it out, and people are telling her she might be crazy and this and that, and still undermining her skills. Because I think her new boss doctor was like, she wants to come back, and he's like, no, I'm putting you on leave for now. And she's like, why? He goes, oh, because it took 3 times longer. She's like, yeah, but that's still faster than anybody else, which is true. It's like, which I mean, it's probably the better call because for you, that's not.
It allows her to go down back to New Orleans.
Yeah,
because none of the stuff will happen if she was still in San Francisco or Seattle, wherever the hell she is.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I mean, obviously she's going through a lot. Just like as a normal person, but then add in all the crazy witch stuff. But yeah. I mean, it was just a lot of backstory, a lot of setting up things, a lot of like getting the story going to where it needs to go. And I was like, okay, I guess the second episode, it's whatever. If they do this for 4 more episodes, then I might be upset a lot. But that end scene, I did not expect that. I think Erica went to go change the baby or something like that. And it finished. And then I told her, and she's like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, that's crazy. Like, I did not expect that. I thought they were going to have like a moment or something, or Lasher was going to possess her body, something. And then that was just for me right out of left field, which I appreciated that. I really like that.
I just can't wait to be able to talk to you about the next one, because the next one is all these questions. Obviously, if I'm still asking the question, we got no answers. So I'm still asking the same question.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, it's good. I think that's episode 2 was necessary. Episode 3 is better, and everyone's gonna enjoy it. Enjoy it.
We'll see if I get the AMC Plus, which I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do. Maybe next week we'll do episode 3 and 4, because 4 will come out. When
we'll
3 comes out.
We'll figure something out.
Figure it out. Yeah. Anything else?
No. I mean, I just think you got to remember Lasher is very important. Sip is very important. We don't know who Corla or Carlotta is.
Mm-hmm.
Is Carlotta the right one? Is Corlin the right one? Carlotta kept her mother under sedation for 20-something years, 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which one is the right one? It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, because one's kind of like Corlin's kind of accepting of Lasher, and was it Carlotta? Was her name?
Yeah.
Afraid, because I think Deidre tells her, it's like, oh, if I'm awake, that he's awake, and then you see the painting get all like crazy behind her, which was like super cool. So I was like, so obviously Lasher don't like her either. So it'd be interesting.
But are they both necessary? I still don't have those questions, those answers. I'm totally in the dark, and it's going to be crazy because that house is known.
Yeah. The tour guide knew about it. They're like, oh yeah, that house is blah blah. It's the Mayfair house and this and that, and you see, it's like, witches and ghosts and vampires. I was like, nice. Start to slide it in there. Start to get it going.
We're building the world, guys. We're building the world.
Little hints. So, but yeah, So far, man, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't want to compare it to Interview with the Vampire because it's so hard.
Because we all know the story of Interview with Vampire. That's Interview with the Vampire. We already know that story. So this is just a different thing, and we have to go for the ride. We literally have to go for the ride and see what happens.
Yeah. But so far, man, 2 episodes down for me. Interested, super interested. That ending though got me. That's it. I'm like, that ending hooked me, and I'm like super excited for episode 3. So
that's exactly what it's supposed to do, and it did exactly what we wanted.
Yep. So far so good. But that'll be it for this review of Mayfair Witches 2, episode 2. So next week, hopefully, we can do episode 3 and 4 with the AMC Plus thing going on. We'll see. But we want to know what you guys think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? It was kind of boring. What do you think was going to happen? Brian said he kind of knew it was going to happen. It caught me off guard completely. So it's crazy how we can watching and
they get closer and closer. I was like, oh crap, something's about to happen. This is about to be bad.
yeah, it was bad. So, but yeah, leave a comment, let us know. So if you're watching our replay, thank you, we appreciate it. If you're watching live, stick around.